When it comes to building a business. To some, it's never an easy task to partake, and to some, they have very good stories of how they started from scratch and built their empires to profitability. And that's the reason why Bizna Kenya and MC Moments have partnered to bring you Biz Talks. Biz Talks. And here we shall be hosting mentors, people who have gone ahead of us, people who have created these empires, people who have also on the verge of creating these particular big businesses. And these lessons will be valuable for you, the business person, for you, the aspiring business person, the entrepreneur, so that at least you can make wise decisions when it comes to building that business. So every Friday at 8 a.m. on all business platforms, that's the Facebook and YouTube channel. Konja hata siwezi karanga, hohe hahe shagala bagala, niko tayari kulipa gharama, sitasimama maovu yakitawala, sitasimama maovu yakitawala, ufisadi, ubinafsi, ukabila, kuza sura wataki kuza sera, undugu ni kufana, sitasimama maovu yakitawala, sitasimama maovu yakitawala. Goodness Lord, Juliani is in the house. Welcome to Biz Talks Artpreneurship.
Easy house in a building.
In the building, right?
In a building.
My goodness Lord, hapa leo niko na co-host Maze. Niko in the building. And Maze Juliani, karibu sana man.
Asante man.
We celebrate you, and I'll tell you my story about what I believe in you Maze. Na uko sawa, but first lazima nikuchangamshe. Najua kuna baridi. Kuna baridi.
Kangiai.
Kwanza nilikuletea mandunya.
Wewe unajua wewe.
Wewe jinais.
Nimemisizi vitu iko pale tunaishi siku hizi haziko bana.
Great stuff.
The
great
5
stuff,
bob
Maze.
mandazi I missed them.
Maze, hizi ni za 10 bob lakini ziko city. Ndani
hizi za
the
Westlands.
economy.
Za Westland ni 10 bob bro.
Good to see you man. Let me serve you something. Lakini sasa hapa courtesy of Melvin kuna mavitu, mix hapa. Kuna zingine zinaitwa ma mint, matangawizi.
Tangawizi ni better mama.
Ndio tangawizi hapa nimeicheck.
Mint za jioni na.
Safi bro. Wacha nikusahau ka hot water hapo. Then we can go ahead tujichangamshe live there Maze. Traffic normal, everybody is back Maze.
Yeah, hata say if I think they closed the roads. They've closed the roads.
Oh,
so actually we had to divert nini through.
Every road right now kama iko under construction from where
Otherwise I was supposed to be at angingekuwa hapa 7.
I know. So welcome guys on board. Juliani alikuwa ameshikika, as we all know. Every road here is under construction. But we're going to have a nice time right here talking about artpreneurship. So from wherever you are, karibu sana. Leo Maze na jinaisaje, wacha ni feel ka wewe, wacha tami chape tangawizi kiasi, then we can flow. Si ndio? My guy,
yes.
Hey Utawala, I must start by there. Your song, even the message itself, so rich. But as a tune Maze inafanya ukae down kwanza. Maze inspiration sijui ilitoka wapi.
Hiyo nilimwagiwa na God aliniamua tu.
Live.
Because I dreamt the melody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dreamt the melody and I wanted to write the song.
Man, it touches the heart kabisa.
Yeah, and then Juliani, and then I just found the words.
Yeah.
I just found like one of the easiest songs I've ever done.
Yeah.
So I specifically actually credit ni kama God alinimwagia tu akasema wewe kulanga hiyo leo.
Pewa hiyo.
Because the other songs takes like kitu kama Basha Ocampo took me 6 months to write.
Yeah.
This one took me 30 minutes.
Yeah.
To write and to record.
Wow. Wow. Mazena ndio of your songs, unajua kila msee ako na favorite hiyo ni kitu kwa playlist. Because it reminds me, sasa unajua sit down and now get to the message.
Bora usege kwa wedding.
Si kwa wedding hiyo Mazena. You see a wedding. So when I sit down and think through the message, Maze, let's just talk about it. Corruption, ufisadi bro. If that thing was dealt with in this country, and I have gone to many forums and we are saying tuko na enough money. We don't even need to borrow. if we just cut down on this corruption monster?
We can't cut down on corruption. What we can do is make sure that nobody's above the law.
Nobody's above the
That's all we need. So all our problems will be solved with when there's some certain checks and balances and there's accountability.
Yeah.
Then corruption won't be an issue.
It will not be an issue.
That's one. Second is that we live in a society where 10 years ago, 15 years ago, for you to get your passport, it took you bribing kwenda NSCIS.
Yes, NSIS.
NSIS. Yes. Right now, mpaka saa hii kuingia jeshi and everything, you have to bribe your way in. So you live in a society where people have understood this is the only way of doing life, where you have to pay extra to get services faster. Yeah. Which shouldn't be the case.
You're right.
The case should be, as long as you're Kenyan and as long as you're in this land, you're treated with thoughtfulness, with respect, with certain level of dignity.
Kabisa.
So that's the problem. Hapo ndo kuna disconnect.
Absolutely.
So the issue is not, for me, ni two, the rule of the constitution.
Yes.
And value system. If we sort that out,
we're good to go.
Yeah.
Maze bro, I thank you for that, because sababu unajua people sometimes say we need people to vocalize this na vitu kama hizo. Unataka kashuge? Serviette ziko hapa mob sana, wacha nikuwahi sasa ndio ndunya ikame. So I must say this, in fact, I want to give an example of a friend of mine, anaitwa Dr. Chip Kingsbury, all the way from States, lakini amekaa huko more than 35 years. Kwa hivyo maze ukizaliwa alikuwa area. And he loves your music. And I love Sana. I don't just meet maze. He's all the way in the river. So shout out to him. And this is what he says. That there are three ways of looking at music. Especially kama wase wenye wanaimaga gospel music. Wanasema there is the what. God ni so there is all those songs we sing. God we ni amazing kila kitu. Alafu sasa kuna response. Na akasema by the way ukienda kwa hymn book, zile masongs mob ni zile zimeanza na I. By the way go confirm that. Zile zimeanza na I. Sasa ni response yako kwa God. But sasa alikuwa anaulizanga swali, so what? Sasa kama hizo zote ziko, so what? And I love the fact that sasa wewe, you're now addressing the real issues on the ground. Your music really is actually more activist in nature because you're putting people into action. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the direction of your music? I'm
just documenting life, though. So I can't talk about what I don't know.
Yeah.
So if I'm going through love space, I talk about that. If I feel a certain way around God.
Yeah.
Because the first time, 2005, when we got born again, the biggest issue we had was there was no music to relate to. There was no Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday when music. There was only Sunday music.
Yeah.
Na sisi ni watu.
Yeah.
You're young, you're 16, 17.
Kabisa.
Uko na hormones. You live in a society where you have to do certain things to get things done. And always works. So if we imagine, isn't the reality you're not talking about? Nobody's addressing in their music.
Nobody's talking about it. Yeah.
No. Yeah. So beyond just being born again, the born again part is my why.
Yeah, that's true.
But the what is the interpretation of that, the application of that in everyday life is simply documenting life as it happens.
I love it.
What I see, what I go through, and everything. So if Kenya was juzi tuko na ngoma ya Daima Kenya remix.
Yeah.
You should go check it out on
Daima
YouTube.
Kenya.
I had a hard time talking about good things about Kenya. Like I know, of course, it's amazing. I'm a beneficiary of this country. Like I'm a mini Dandora, man.
Kabisa.
As I niko NSC. And I've worked with NSC many years, Like, so this country can work.
Yes.
But it shouldn't work for a few.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't work because you have extra.
You're right.
Than the next person. It should work because you're a Kenyan.
Very true. Everybody equally. Kabisa.
So we have to address that through the music. So we can only document what we see. You can't tell me that you want me to talk about love. And when I was growing up, the only thing I saw was violence.
Yeah.
And even in love, in love, kulikuwa na violence.
Kabisa.
Msee akitaka ku express love and express violently. Mimi nakulove.
Anakukuta na ni love jo.
Msee addressing issues, how to conflict management or conflict resolution ni violence, because pia ukienda kwa street karawa kikuona ana show violence
kuta pia kabisa.
So violence surrounds you. So the only way to respond to a world, the only way to respond to a butterfly is through violence.
Kabisa.
You want to just
unaiona tu na kumaliza. Utaki fly.
Utaki fly on a free because the only thing you know is violence.
Yeah. Maze, as you bite that, let me just give a shout out. Maze, if you're watching, please click on that share button. Let everybody else get to know that Juliani is in the house. Artpreneurship, and of course, getting to know him. And you know, he'll be sharing with us his life before, now, and the future, what we're looking at. And always a pleasure, of course, to appreciate that the art industry is big in this nation, needs to even grow bigger because of the potential it has. Juliani, karibu sana in the house one more time. Let me just see, if you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. We need to give you some shout-outs pale kwenye, so that at least we can flow.
Juliani, sema shout-outs.
Shout-out, that's a fun.
Shout-outs, not shout-outs.
Ooh, shout-outs, eh? Asante, bro. So let me ask you, bro. Let's make an assumption hapa. Kwa sababu unajua generations keep coming, eh? Kuna wase, and that's I love the fact that we started with a song, eh? Kuna wase who identify in a song, but sometimes they have not put a face to the song. You know, sometimes your work can go further than even yourself, and that's the power of music, eh? So nataka tu tuende back kidogo zile za who is Juliani. Nimesikia umetaja pale D kidogo Dandora ile mtaa. Wacha tu tujue tu briefly tu kiasi who's Juliani. Kuzaliwa nini kiasi tu.
Juliani kwanza ni jina kupewa, so I was given by Johnny Keshaka, Vigeti, so
yeah.
Niko na jina nyingine fani hapo wakaniambia chukua, so he kept
najua tutasema tusiseme
inaitwa mbwa kali. Juni kwa napenda DMX sana.
Yeah.
So yeah, I grew up all my life. I grew up in Dandora. So until I was 19, I moved out when I was 19, 20.
Yeah.
Nilisoma Wangu Primary School.
Wangu.
Dandora Primary High School. Ama ni academy. Si academy, definitely si academy. Ni Dandora High School.
Yeah.
And then I started music thanks to Keishaka and Mau Mau camp, because we lived in a society where the role models that were there, ilikuwa ni the alternative of role models, ilikuwa few. Na style kumention. Na wala alikuwa ukiona kwa gazeti ni for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Na ama kwa page of obituary, you know. So when Keishaka happened, when I saw Keishaka, we saw an alternative of what we can become. We didn't have an example from our neighborhood of what we can become.
Wow.
Unaona, because everything we saw on TV na gazeti, so it was far-fetched.
Za huko tu.
But in our community we didn't. The only person who got everything right was the thug, because alikuwa na kiatu poa, alikuwa na geto warembo, anataka warembo sana. So there was nobody else. The day we saw Keishaka, personally me life yangu really changed from two times my life changed. When I joined uko fulani Mau Mau. And when I got born again.
Wow.
Unaona, but so I grew up my whole life in Dandora. I have 3 or 4 albums.
Maze, 4 albums is not a joke, man. We have to celebrate them, Maze.
Buddha, it's not a joke. 4 albums. Some of the best work in the country, if I do say so myself.
No, I love your work, and I'll shout out to that because I think one of the lives that I really sat down watched your work was at Bapo. Kama unakumbuka kuna time Bapo ile small chapel. Kuna time ile chapa round ingine hapo noma. And of course those campus days as well, vitu kama zile. And of course I can't forget the one concert ile umechapa live free for us around Corona season, and we'll be talking about that later on. So you're a gift. You're a gift. There's no doubt about it. That's why you're here and we are celebrating you. And Maze, thanks for that journey, man. Dandora. So how did you end up saying, music, Maze, music ilikupata ama ulipata? How did you end up getting there?
Everything that ever came to me that is changed my life came. I never went out to find it, because you don't even know how it looks like. You have only examples. But music for me was, my desk mate alikuwa musician, alikuwa na Mau Mau camp. So tuko na vuka tu barabara, tuna hang out, tuna say, and these were the coolest people I've ever seen, yani. Walikuwa na kazi. Na manini, na majins wamesag, wako na madredi. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen. And then when you hang out with them, they were talking amazing things around. Mmoja bezo akikaa, so kabezo anaongea kuhusu vitu manze mepita, sijui nini, mafilosofia ziko. But yani I sat down with people who were saying things that I've never heard before. Marcus Garvey, the why white people became white. Unaona, sijui North Pole, sijui geography. Yani you're talking to people. Now you say your peers and problem kushindana 5 to 10 years.
Wow.
So it was amazing to me. And they are cool. Wako kwa gazeti, wanavaa poa. Warembo wanawalike. Na wafanya nakaa tu bado warembo wanawalike. Unaona, so I was like, hey, me, I want to be part of this. So I joined, I started rapping, writing music. And Yani God akafanya amazing things from there on. Yani.
Wow.
But one of the most powerful things that ever, when I got born again, Buddha, life yangu changed.
Wow. Something changed. 2015.
2015. I got up to 2005.
2005. I mean, 2005.
2015 saisi tulikuwa wazai in the faith.
Kabisa.
Tunapigana God sasa hata tusikizazi na God. 2015 we started fighting with God. But 2005 I got born again and life yangu changed, man, because for once now I stopped acting like a victim. Now I started seeing myself as somebody who has something to offer.
True that.
Because there's somebody who says I have something to offer. There's somebody who's bigger than me who says that huyu jamaa kuna something to offer.
That's true.
So when I started going into the rooms and talking to people, venye nilikuwa najibeba ni tofauti sana. And I think that changed everything about my interaction and my relationship with the world.
Wow, wow. I love that you're not ashamed to say that this is my source of everything. This is what has changed me. Unajua kuna tu nyamazia nini vitu kama hizo.
Buddha. Mimi, like I was even coming here and thinking about in God there's everything, and in him there's everything, and he's everything.
And he's everything.
Like you can't tell me nothing, bro. Like you can't tell me the person that I am today, and you can't imagine that some of the things I've done or achieved in my life. Jamaa tu skinny rapper from Dandora. Life yangu change, and everything tulikuwa na ina akasema, hey Buddha, what? There's something different about you. What changed? Of course, swali ikakuwa hard sana, but kusema kweli, out of all my peers, the people that I was with, the only distinctive thing, because they were more talented than I was, they were probably more handsome, they probably knew the street more than I did, they were more engaged in the street. The only thing that are distinct from me and the rest, that is that I was born again. And that's why I'm Niko NSC.
Kabisa. Welcome to Beast Talks, kabisa.
I'm working with KM, you know, like that's the only distinctive thing that separates me from everything. So why should I not talk about the things that changed my life?
Kabisa. Wow, my goodness, already guys are already commenting here telling me what tuko pale tuko tuned in. I'll be giving a shout out to them all. You know, definitely wale wasumetaja uko flani Mau. Those are the pioneers, and you know, being part of them definitely, as you're saying, walikupatia my inspirations zile, so that at least you can get into that as well, eh? And by the way, you know, I must ask you this question.
Ayo, kule ndunya ni.
Oh, by the way, manze, wacha Mlafi. Uko sawa, bro. Thanks. As I said today, I have a co-host, manze. Tuko pamoja hapa tuna flow. Now, how was it like? I have to ask you that because we
uchukue moja alafu nirudishe.
Hey, Juliani, my goodness. So, uko flani Mau umejipata now. And these were the guys who we were celebrating for breaking, you know, like the art world, the musical world, man.
The urban culture as you know it right now, the Sheng and everything, the only people who made it mainstream was Keishaka. And Mau. My goodness. There's nobody, I mean, there were people before that. There was Hardstone, there was Fundi Frank, but the only people who made it mainstream, the industry as you know it right now, that it may influence political, social, and economic fabric of this country,
kabisa,
was Keishaka. The source is Keishaka.
Juliani.
I mean, that's historically
wacha tuambie wasee tu, kuna generation inasikia wasee for the first time, poleni sana, but just check it out. Juliani is here telling you where some of this inspiration and the people we salute when you break this industry up. I want to jump into you personally. People know you as the musician, but there's another part of you. Watu labda watajua leo, wengine wanajua, yes. But beyond that, Juliani is more than just the music that we see. Najua kule entrepreneurship umeingia kiasi. Na wanda umetaja, nimesikia Kenya Association of Manufacturers, nimekupata matime na Nairobi Securities Exchange kwa ground. So kuna venye uko mabiz pia. So let's talk about the other side of you, because najua ma-artist kuna watu waligongwa na mabutwa this time round. COVID iliwapata watu wako zile za kunaendaje. But first of all, beyond the music, who's Juliani kule kwingine?
I mean, the source nikuambia, my faith. But the day I realized that I have something to offer, my relationship with the world changed. I started seeking information. I started interpreting those information, and I started applying those information that I got. So mimi nimse, if I see something, and if I'm in a room, I'm always trying to solve things. So if I have the resources, I'll make sure I put my money into it. Like me, I don't wait for people. If I have 2 shillings, I'll put my 2 shillings. If I have an opinion about how I think things should go, I'll always give it. But mostly is that I'm way interested in learning and seeing how the world goes. So my interaction with the world is always like, we know the DNA of the world, the way we were born. I'm 37 years old, Sai Buddha. The day I was born, there was a DNA, there is not a DNA, there was a way the world was moving. But the world was not working for me or any other person in my surrounding at that particular time. Because uko na mbo lazima upate A ndio ukwe ati wewe ni msempoa na you be successful. Na wewe umepata D, so wewe inamaanisha wewe si successful. Doesn't make sense. Definiwa. Exactly. Inasema you have to have somebody who's rich for you to succeed as an individual. Buddha, wewe sisi anko zako ndio huko wanakutegemea in the first place. Unaona? So the world as we know it, we have been placed to improve on it. Not to sit back and try to get the best out of it in the shortest period of time. So that's the kind of mindset, that's the why first. So how I interpret it or I apply it, I can apply it in hip-hop, and we use the hip-hop principles to make it happen. I can apply it in the waste management issue. We can apply something we're doing in it on my Msanii for artists. Or any other thing that I've ever tried doing. Is the why I love that. Is the foundation. You're the center kule. Then it means I can do anything. I can do any business. I mean, climate change. I like climate change stuff. I like innovation things. I like history. So literally now I can do anything. As long as my why is heavy and it's I mean, my why is my grounding basically. Absolutely. Najua uko na community initiatives. I saw that as I was trying to check about your community initiatives umeanzisha kule Dandora. I wanted to talk about it kidogo so that people can know on the ground when you umetaja the few things that you're doing. Some of these are very widely seen. And by the way, you'll also mention to me kwa sababu niliona umepeleka Wazito huko bana. That's the first time I saw you with Bob Colimo. Salutations to that great gentleman, right? Sana. Kabisa. Unafanya nini huko Dandora? So Dandora, what happened? We have a project near Dandora Hip Hop City. So we bought like a 2-story building in the dam site, near the dam site. Wow. So we bought it, and we were like, as a young person, what do you need? First of all, as a young person, you come to space, you have to know that you have something to offer. Usikuja hapa kusaidiwa, umekuja hapa kusaidia. So the only thing we do is nurture it, grow it, equip it, nurture it, grow it. That's the only thing we do. So msiota na kama ni rapper, you are a rapper, si ndio? Ndio studio hapo. Ndio studio. Na ndio market. Na ndio tuko na partnership na Trace. Haya. When entrepreneur, ndio market. Ndio maybe funding. Ndio whatever. When community leader and you feel like you need to change your nini, ndio training tunafanya na wase wanaitwa Taifa Teule. There is this. So basically Buddha is that when my DNA and how I think, basically we're trying to transfer it. And we can only do it through building institutions. So when we build institutions, it means we can easily replicate the success. So the reason why unaweza sema, there's only one Juliani from Dandora or Hip Hop City is because there was no institution to replicate that success. There's only Matrizex na But now the lessons that we have accumulated over the years, lessons that I've learned, maybe hanging out with you or hanging out with somebody else, we package it as a whatever, and then use that institution to make sure that we repeat the success. So we have annually 5,000 people coming in and out based on our young people, based on our various programs. That's huge, man. We're trying to do something right now on waste management through a project. Now that's how we met with KAM. waste management.
Yeah, speak about it, because anytime we hear Dandora mazee, tunajua tu dump site.
Now, wewe unajua dump site, still on food, new clothes, because when we were growing up,
yes,
kwanza chakula ya airport usiku wa soko wakiland si inatupwa. Tunaikula hapo. Sisi nakula ma food fly kabla hata ziko fry, whatever, anyway. Unaona, so yeah, so for us the waste wasn't waste. It was a resource. It was a way ulikuwa nakula chakula ukulangi kila siku. You get to see things that you hardly see, electronics watu wametupa. So what the world doesn't need, we saw it valuable. So the same concept you can use on waste management. Now the problem with the waste management right now is it's linear. It means inatoka kwa household ama kwa factory ama kwa whatever, inaenda kwa truck, inaenda up kwa landfill. Kuna wale wana scavenge nini zingine zinaenda kwa recyclers. But ideally we need supposed to, as long as we've used this, it can either be used as a resource, be reused, or it will end up in the right hands. So what we're trying to do with the Taka Bank project is to make sure waste ends up in the right hands.
Lovely. And you call it Taka Bank.
Taka Bank.
I like it.
So, and our aim by the end of next year, we hope to employ 10,000 young people. And because we have the demand for the waste is there. Actually, there is no supply of waste. Because
there is no supply of waste.
There is no supply of waste. There is circlers are struggling with waste. They are working on machines zimelala hapo.
You're right.
So if we can literally change the behavior of Kenyans, the way they relate with waste, that they are able to segregate first of all.
Vizuri tu.
Wakisegregate, kuna wale wana segregate, bado ukipatia jamaa wana mix.
Zinakuja zikiwa mixed.
So organic, e-waste, nini zina mix na. So it's contaminated, it won't be reused.
You're right.
So we are trying to make sure that if it's segregated, we make sure it end up kama ni e-waste inaenda kwa we center probably. Kama ni organic inaenda kwa synergy, kama ni nini inaenda kwa ACL, kama ni easy.
Lovely.
But what we are doing to you as a user is that once we don't charge you to come and collect. And two, we incentivize you to nini. So your waste convert into points on our website. So you can use the points to donate to a children's home. To use the points to buy things. On our website, Dandora people they buy unga and skari. And you can use it for help you plant trees. We also created, like, in quotes, carbon bonds, where a company can literally say its impact in that space waste-wise. Base kama imekolektiwa, meja kolektiwa. Nime-explain,
na tumeshika maze. But I love the fact that
explain sana.
There are two things. Kuna vitu mbili pale zina come out strong. Number one is the opportunities you're now creating for the young people from actually, first of all, your center. Unaona? And number two, mambo ya e-waste. You know, it's actually $1 billion business globally, ukiangalia. Because waste is not just waste. And I love the fact that you're seeing, I love the why, because you keep insisting on that word, the why, that there's an opportunity in anything that we see. You know, ukigrow ilikuwa tu place ya kuenda scavenge kidogo, but now it's a whole opportunity we can see.
The philosophy around everything is, we are all, our interaction with the world, it's a relationship. Everything we interact with is a relationship. How, for example, me, venye ndakunywa hii chai, venye na relate nayo, to determine its value or otherwise.
You're right.
Venye relate nayo as an individual, nikikam tu niko na soja hapo, hata usalimie soja or whatever, it will bounce back to you.
You're right.
So
you're right.
The world is determined by how we relate to it. So everything that we have ever created, everything that we in contact with, we should be a little bit, we are the one deciding the meaning behind it and the value behind it. The same way with money or Bitcoin. We are the one deciding, even in NSC. When you're in NSC, companies are there. Whoever is willing to buy and whoever is willing to sell, they have to agree which value.
So that at least everybody is at game.
So the value, so your company, if the buyer doesn't see value and the seller doesn't see value, the stocks go down.
No? Yeah, I want to clear on this because you've explained it so well, and I love the fact that there's a whole technology that you have involved in this e-waste, so that somebody at home can know, by the way, I'm not just giving it out, there is a motivation that you know, I will gain out of this. I like the points form and all those kind of things. I want to ask you one question because nataka turudi sasa kule kwa art. What would you need from where you sit to scale this up? Sababu manze, if everybody did what we are doing, this would be a full transformation. And you know, you never know who is watching. But what is this that Juliani? Because
Mado. Madowo. Madowo, man. Madowo.
Tufanye Larry Madowo kuja hapa.
Malari Madowo, man. That's all we need. These stories are zama tunapiga hapa. Like, because you need to. The problem with our society is that we don't get opportunity to test things. Yeah. We always want ready things. You know? Let's test ideas. Let's have funds to test ideas, to try ideas. Yeah. Chukua hiyo do, endo ni kama, and I like jamangu anaitwaje nimesahau jina yake. Sandbox.
Sandbox, yeah.
Nani? Nimesahau jina yake. So Sandbox. Joram. Yeah. Mwinamo. Joram Mwinamo. And I don't know if that's what they thought, but for me, when you think of Sandbox, inamaanisha mtu yeye amekaa, unaona venye tulikuwa tunapatiwa matope. Yes. Kukinyesha tunaenda kutafuta zile matope za black. And then we have the ability to chafuka, to try out
and learn
and build. Tunaunda gari, tunaunda mtu, msee anachukua waya mahanga, otherwise ingekuwa imetupwa bottle tops. They create something out of it. Unaona? So we have to create a space for people to try things. Yes. Not just to succeed. Success will always come. Yeah. But we need to try. So I can't miss my word around this. Wasai wanahitaji kupatiana mado first. Then second is that you need to trust that we actually know what we are doing. Yeah. So the biggest hurdle we have is, of course, the financing. Yeah. Because all through until now, and I've been running for 3 years, it's been my self-financing. So inamaanisha if I don't release an album, Joyo do inatenda kwa takataka. Kabisa. Wow. So financing is the most important. Yeah. The training, people are always willing to give trainings. Yeah. But trainings iko mob. We can go YouTube and learn. Yeah. We only need financing and affirmation. Kabisa. Somebody to just tell you that I'm with you throughout the journey, and I'll help you figure out when you umekwama. Those are the two things. Yeah. So we'll figure out new ways of creating teams, doing business. Yes. Allow us to try all those things. But we're not allowed to do that. First of all, kabla uanze kuongea na msee kumpatia do, kwanza they need board members. Second, they need man. We need to let's try build a product. Let's get on the road as we make the structures. And then once we figure out there's something, then you build structures around to repeat the success of that thing. Kabisa. So because we always want to build structures, and we don't even know what we are selling. Yeah. We don't have a product. We don't know who it's serving and stuff. So let's build something first. Then take the experience that we have around build around structures. To later sasa kabisa. Thanks for that. So now Juliani, wacha sasa tuingie pale kwa arts, because you know definitely the majority of the people who see you, they see music, they see our artist, and at least you have described you sing life, you sing what you see so that we can address the things that are there. COVID, I don't know how you were faring on that way. I know I just at one point na nakumbuka nikirusha something kule, I enjoyed your concert live and everything else. How was it? Because I know you speak also in general for the majority of the artists as well in the industry. How was the industry affected, and then how were you affected? Me, I was lucky, man. You were lucky? I just have a good landlord. Landlord wangu na landlady wangu, they are so nice. Wow. Salute you landlord. Siri ni landlord mse. Hakuleta noma. You just need a good landlord mse. Otherwise ungesikia story Juliani alala nje. Yeah, it's a good landlord, man. Like there's no during COVID things. Ni Mungu alitusaidia tu. For me personally, it was of course a good landlord, jokingly but seriously. Second thing, like I told you before, so I always feel like I have something to offer. Yeah. So when in time of crisis, that's when I come alive, yani. So what we did is that we did something called community challenge, community champions. Okay. So we're able to employ, because everybody that was doing something that time, they were trying to, I'll get to the music, I just wanted to explain.
It's okay.
So everybody was just doing donations. Wanakuja, wanaenda sijui Dandora ama Kibera, wanapatia, watu wanapangishwa line, unapatiwa food. And then you don't know, and there's always the same people who are given food. The people who really need it, you never know. Probably msiku kwa hizi atatembea to the center. So what we do, we employ 30 young people in Dandora and its environs. And we came and told certain people, so you want to help? So what we'll do is that we have, through our Taka Bank platform, actually, we had data about who was sick, who was bedridden, who was...
So the data was also helping you?
Yeah, so the data was what... So we were able to serve 3,000 people in Dandora, Korogosho, and wherever.
Good stuff.
So whoever had food stuff, whoever had... Kwanza unatuachia, so that we give you the data, we give you a report.
Yeah.
And si tunakaa mnatudumpia mafuda hapo alafu unaona, because even the guy who's going to distribute that food mwenye ana njaa, so your food probably itafikia mtu, but if the guy is employed, they're making their money, there's a certain level of dignity when they're doing it, and then after hapo and on distribute food. So they were trained by AMREF on COVID, nini through an SMS platform AMREF had. We had a MOU with them. And then actually they were able to serve the community. Also a Taka Bank too. No.
Wow,
so we had, and then everybody who wanted to distribute their food, we had Mama to the Rescue, Nyama Mama. They were serving 400 people a day. Well cooked food, good food. Anyway, so of course the one-day concert, the beautiful thing is that now people started having concerts online.
Tuliona, I think it was Nyashinsky who started off.
So people, we looked at how they can interact with their fans and stuff. So when Nyashinsky was doing his concert, people are saying, hey, the only person who can do this or even better ni Juliani. So Nyashinsky alikuwa sisi tuko na trend, alafu Nyashinsky ako number 2, number 3, unaona, like so
kabisa.
So it was really like I felt honored.
Wow.
Like kumbe people have been noticing that actually I'm good at what I do. So we set a date. The concert was fully funded by people, 600 people.
Wow.
I didn't have a sponsor. I didn't have
people.
One guy who used to send 10 bob daily. Another guy, Charles, sent me hiyo sato. Uko hapo yani umepiga tizi na ujui do itakuwa hapo. Jamali nipigia akaniambia, wacha nikutumie. Cheki M-Pesa. The guy sent 100K. So we were able to finance the whole concert without debt. I didn't have debt after Apple. It was one of the best concerts. Because it trended, everything we did was organic. We had 3,000 people watching live. By the end of the day, it was 20,000 people. So basically 20,000 devices. No, so that's why Muji Chocha squeeze sana, because it can happen. Like,
it's possible, man. Digital revolution kabisa.
Exactly. So that was really amazing. So the one-day concert was a blessing. Excess,
Wow, lovely. So for you, okay, first of all, you were lucky because of your landlord, and at least online. Kuna hizi mavitu ma online nini. But of course, the other artists, man, and they are watching because you're like a father figure to them. Wakikucheki tu hapa. Waligongwa vibaya sana. So I don't know, speaking generally for the industry and for the rest, how was it?
It wasn't, I mean, because
by the way, I think we are still there. So how was it? How is it?
How is it? Because the artists were, I think, I mean, it's always an opportunity to relook at how we do things. So we can't always try to go back to normal. When we're sort of saying, hey, let's get back to normal. No, we don't need to get back to normal. This is an opportunity to us to relook at our society. And how everything is done. So artists alumia because we do a lot of live things more, meeting people more. Msiana do show kutoka Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so they can't do that anymore. For a whole year wako tu kwa hao. So what do? Wanaumia. Wasoka nda ocha.
You're right.
Unaona. So it wasn't as pleasant for a lot of artists. The beautiful thing also, the opportunity of people doing live. Some corporates came in and tried to do some stuff. So it wasn't that, it was bad, but at the same time you had one or two things that showed you that actually it can be better. But for me, everything.
You're right. I like that. Where there's crisis, rethink, relook. So even as an artist, Maze, you need to creatively see how you can do it. And I love the fact that you pioneered by even doing that, I mean, the one concert, amazing, that we watched out there. So, unajua kuna mashoutouts hapa, lazima tuende pale tuambie wasee.
Itabidi,
we have to check it out.
It is what it is.
Pauline Masese, Artpreneurship, I like that kabisa. We're talking about art and entrepreneurship here, and Juliani is the perfect example of what has been going there. Rosie, I feel inspired every time I hear Juliani speak. I have had a privilege of working with him and his squad at Dandora Hip Hop City.
Yeah.
Appreciate his work and sustainability and customer bora. Big things from Juliani. Kabisa. So hiyo ni shout out pale for you. Joseph Katana akona swali, you know, and by the way, now this one brings in the other side, man. I have seen you hanging out with the, let me use the word, the who is who. I've seen you with even William Mutunga, former Chief Justice pale. Bob Kolimoni, hiyo ilikuwa ni family, hata si kuhang out.
Yeah, Bob was family,
know, Bob's...
It's nini yake, we are going to celebrate his nini this year.
You are his favorite artist.
No, I was not his favorite artist.
He would say that.
I was his favorite person.
Sasa it moved from artist to
okay,
person.
Apart from wife now to hii. Mimi niko hapo next.
Man, there's even a question which I had even prepared. Joseph Katan is asking, how did Bob's life and death affect you?
Yeah, man. Hey, Bob ilikuwa noma, bro. So,
yeah.
Hey, ilikuwa noma. So, unaona, hata sijui nisemeaje. There are certain things I can't disclose, but
yeah.
So we knew a month or something before he passed.
Yeah.
So we knew alikuwa nenda poa. I hung out with him 2 months before, I think even a month before. Tuka spend time kwa hao, story, the future, nini.
Yeah.
And then that's the time pia alikuwa ameambiwa anaweza retire.
Yeah.
And then he was asked by the president to
keep on. Yeah.
To keep on for like a year or two
to
fix things. And then alikuwa state yake kwa poa sana. So
yeah.
So I mean, the reason I said I mean close sana, mini family, because I know if I say that he'll laugh. That's why I say it, not arrogance or something. So
definitely,
Bob was imagine somebody so big, yani, so big in every aspect. Ukienda kwa hawa yake, raha yake ni kutambia mguu tupu na kushinda na watoi. Yani sasa ile timmeka hapo ati wazito mnapiga. Yeye anatafutanga tu watu wako wapi. Ni hang out with kids, ana play, anacheza nao huko. Mnashindwa Bob, kwani si wewe ndio host?
Maze.
Unaona. So hebu imagine mse kama huyo.
Yeah.
So I learned also humanity.
Wow.
And I also learned the why.
Yeah.
Jamaa alikuwa ananiambia, unaona hizi vitu zote tuko nazo hizi ni resource. These are resource. These are a privilege that I've been given.
Yeah.
Somebody else would have been given, but me nimepatiwa as a privilege. So it's up to me to use my space, my company, and everything I have to better humanity.
Yeah.
Specifically Kenyans, I napenda wa Kenya sana. So Bob was something else. So when he passed, ilikuwa expected, but ilikuwa like I felt because Bob was the kind of person he didn't ask questions. Umejua sahi ukiambia mse business idea sahi. Ama unataka tao 20. Atakwambia wende ulete jogo ya red. Unaona, atakwambia all the hurdles, ataput all the hurdles here not to give you that money or to make you feel like you deserve to have that money.
Yeah.
No, Bob alikuwa anambia buda uko poa hasa. Surushe so mbili hapo. Anakurusha so mbili, it didn't ask questions, it didn't whatever. And when you're privileged to have something like that, you always know that your back is gotten.
Yeah.
Kama ina make sense hiyo kizungu.
It may come through.
Your back is gotten by some. You have one person who gotten your back.
Yeah.
Unaona, so for him and he was a friend, he could call, talk to him, life issues.
Yeah.
I felt he understood who I was and where I was going.
Yeah.
Funny enough, Taka Bank, when I was the last time I hung out with him for 5 hours, he sat down, and I can show you that picture.
Yeah. And actually, we even saw it trending around. Yeah.
He went and did a strategy for me for Taka.
Ni alichapa strategy.
Niko na picha hapa, nilichapa hivi.
Wacha tuione baba.
Sijui kama iko kwa iPhone.
Kama iko ni sawa, tutaipata pale.
Yeah, unaona, so he was that kind of a person. So that kind of person, Buddha, when you lose, so unashanga, hey,
what's up, man?
But Mungu ni nani, man?
Manze. There are many lessons that even Kenyans, man, it was a somber moment for the country. Everybody was, hey, because he was loved, man. He was loved. He was an amazing guy. Wow. Okay, Nima comments up. Thanks a lot. Shout out, by the way. And let me say this. For me personally, seeing him hanging out even with you in Dandora Kule brought in the element of this guy, man. He loves us, you know? He's associating with us. And thanks a lot for that, by the way. Lea Eli Esilaba anasema hivi, comment imekuwa na sheng pia. Most artists wakiomoka huondokea mtaa na wase wa mtaa. Cheki vile uko passionate about I don't want to miss it. Cheki venye uko passionate about mtaa. Cheki venye uko passionate about God. God bless you, Juliani. Sijui historia wakiomoka huondokea mtaa.
Hii Kenya hakuna mtu ameomoka.
Hakuna.
The truth is, nobody in Kenya, nobody is. And I was thinking about who's the richest person in this country. Just give me a name that comes in your mind.
I would think of the late Chris Kirubi.
He was worth
billions too. But
no, he was worth $500 million in your kind of thing.
Guys, yes.
How much is Jay-Z worth? Exactly, bro. Your richest, Araba flying kutoka majuu is richer than your richest.
You're right.
So we are not rich. And you're not rich, Buddha, when we can't be rich.
Yeah.
Said when we were coming back, I was coming this place.
Yes.
And a mess meka yo barabara yo nini hapo. The new thing, the new Green Park bus stops. Ndio.
Bus stop, yeah.
And I saw people walking, yani a crowd of people on a walk wanaingia tao. There's nothing wrong with that. But Buddha, pale na kanyaga, and I can even imagine if it rained. Matope kila pale. So we can't say that we're juu uko na kwa gari I ski potholes wewe umemake it. No. Because kwanza kwa nyumba yako uko na ma fence. Kwanza unahitaji security. Kwanza you can't even spend your money the way you want to spend your money. Because your relative and everybody wants a piece of it. So you haven't made. You can only make it if everybody is good.
Okay.
When everybody is good, when I sit here Buddha na huyu jamaa kona tao yake 10, ndio Buddha. Ndio kona tao yake 20. Ama kama sisi wote tuko sawa.
Then
we're good. So until that happen, Buddha, in this country, because you can easily live outside na ushutiwe sababu hiyo pesa yako. You've seen online how cases of kidnapping has increased. So you're not even safe in this country.
You're right.
Now see atu ueneza na majuu. Because bad when ni nyeuzi, so you're black. Racism iko huko. So yani hawa huwezi hepa. So the only way for us to make it is to make the best out of this society and our country.
And let everybody benefit.
That's when we make it. So me, just because naza afford Uber. But nashukuru sana for hiyo swali.
All right. Chekumbe anasema Juliani is a big deal in the artpreneurship industry. I remember that he launched My Msanii. Comment pale, My Msanii ni gani hiyo?
My Msanii is that when this building was being made, these guys didn't use their cash. Hii building haikutumia cash. They use money from a bank or some investor. An artist have to use their money. Like me, I have to always put in my money back. So in I can't even have access to do other things. So I can't grow rich. I can't be.
Because you keep using the same.
So for My Msanii specifically, what we were trying to say is that can we use your song to finance your as collateral to finance your life, whatever it is. So can we use a song or your concert performances to finance your projects?
You're right.
So that was the experiment. At the same time, mumwachekizi cases za artists wamesota wanaanza kwa TV alikuwa alcoholic and stuff like that. We don't know, I might be next, somebody else might be next. But I have a big name. So can we experiment on the name? Since when ni fan wangu, si ndio? Na huyu jamaa ni fan wangu, naona si jamaa fan wa Nyashinski, ni fan wa Sauti Sol. Why don't they own that name? Trade it. Ikipanda, they make money. If they didn't. So we were experimenting on those things, trying to figure out nini. So ni kujichocha tu in Nairobi.
No, ni muhimu bana. This is Nairobi, Samuel Baraka, I love the conversation. Let's build something first, then structures later. Kabisa. That's what you said. In comment poa sana. Kevin Wabungo. Hapo sawa kabisa. We look for fans to try out things and replication, not to try out things and replication of the success kabisa.
Yeah.
Umeangusha mafilosofi manze watu wanazipata.
Mimi siku hizi najichocha mbaya because after learning things, this hakunanga, nobody has figured out this life.
Yeah.
So we walk around na masuti na magari kubwa kubwa acting as if we have figured out life. You haven't figured out life, brother.
Yeah,
None has figured out. Even me, I haven't figured out. The only thing I've done is that I'm willing to step into spaces that normally people are not willing to step. And I'm willing to try out new ways of thinking. Yeah. I'm allowing certain different way of thinking. If I'm wrong, but at least I tried, you know? Yeah. So that's this kind of space I think we should all be at.
Okay. So I think what you said, keep challenging yourself.
Yeah.
Pata opportunity pale, jirushe. This is Nairobi, as he says.
Nairobi.
Chikumbe anasema, I would like to know if Juliani is still in touch with his uko fulani buddies.
Yeah. There's a project we want to do through Dan.
Okay.
Dandore Pop City into a family tree. And it's actually celebrating the impact, the social, political, economic impact of Kaishaka urban culture.
Yeah. Wow, lovely. So wako pale, vitu zinakam. Kimwela, thanks for bringing in Juliani. Thanks a lot for watching as well.
Baringo, ametoka Baringo, jamaa mpoa.
Kimwela, ni boy wako.
Kimwela, big up.
Fans, big up kabisa hapa. Coffee Kelvin, Juliani Jeshi in the building.
Kelvin ni Jeshi number 1. Juliani Jeshi number 1. Hey, this guy, he understands the concept of I have something to offer.
Wow.
He understands the concept, man.
Wow, lovely, maze. Wow, you guys, I think, let me first of all post on the comments and the questions. So if you have anything else, just throw it in. We have about 5 to 6 minutes. You know, I think from what you've said, Juliani, and I want you to, correct me here if I'm wrong. You're telling artists, you have the gift, kuna musical. And I don't know, let me ask you this. Let me just speak it from my heart. Umepatia na example ya msee kama Jay-Z kule. For them, kabla entrepreneurship pia zingi, ukiangalia umsee, yes, there's a music part, but the biasharas on him as well are serious. And I love the fact that hata wewe, when we look at you, kuna kule ma recycling, uko hapa pia unajaribu pia ma 1, 2, 3 innovations and all those kind of things. And I love that, because what you're saying is that don't just be one line thinking, think about the business behind even your name.
No, I think we shouldn't pressure people to be what they're not. Okay. If somebody is not a business person or their interests, hakuna. We need to live in a society where whatever you want to be, hata kama unataka tu, my dad used to tell me, Juliani, unataka kuwa fundi wa kiatu, be the best fundi wa kiatu.
Be the best in what you do.
So we can't force people to be entrepreneurs. We can't force everybody. Just because me I'm doing it doesn't mean everybody want to do it. Some people just want to die happy. Now 2 kids.
Natulia tu.
Some people don't want to be billionaires.
Yes.
So we just need to be in a society that allows you to be what you want to be. So that's what we are fighting for. So msaki kwa one bedroom yake tu ako tu sawa.
Ako sawa.
Ako tu sawa, yeye hataki zaidi. So yes, because the hustling and going extra, me, I'm doing it positively. I'm not doing it because I need to survive and make money. I'm doing it because I have so much to offer. That entire experiment. But if you use it, if you use angle ya survival, tunaifanya ndio ukuwe na accumulate enough to survive kwa society. I don't think that's a good motivation to do anything in this world. Survival is not a good motivation. Expression is a good motivation. Unaona? So yes, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be a rapper, you want to be a golfer, go for it, jibambe. But don't use survival as a why you're doing it. As a why
to yourself.
Use expression. And ile give to God ameka ndani yako as a way of doing it.
Of doing it. I like that. Just whatever you can do, be the best in that. Do your best in it. Kama ni kiatu, shona mpaka.
Shona, ukwe the best kiatu, shona rambaya. Ukienda online zaidi kuna msetu fulani anajua kushona kiatu and everybody wants to give them their business. It's about that. It's about Kenya God ameka kwa hati yako and what you can do the best out of it. We live, ubaya tuko kwa society where even the value is iko put on kwa hii meeting. Tungekuwa kwa hii meeting, the person with the biggest car outside atakuwa the one anasikizwa. Not the person with actually experience. Unaona? So we need to look at how we look at life in the first place. Unaona? So yes, let people be who they want to be. Our responsibility to make sure we create an environment for them to be.
Yeah, you're right. Wow, lovely on that. nikuulize swali tu hapa straight on, your journey in music, when did you feel like, wow, manze, this is what I'm meant to do? When did you ever feel like this was my break or turning point or breakthrough time?
Funny enough, I don't have.
You don't have?
That's what I'm telling you. I don't have like if I was telling a friend Jules jana, anaitwa Kito Isaiah. Kuna hang out, ametoka Sweden, I'm in Kenya. So, and I was going through my life, kusema kweli, there is nothing I've ever fought for to come my way. Everything came my way.
Yeah.
But the reason why that happened is that I can only note it the day I got born again.
Yeah. Wow.
The day I got born again, I felt lighter.
Wow. Okay.
No, I felt like yani, there's a scripture that says that the world works in the favor of the righteous or the people. Like the world has to rearrange itself for you. And that's how yani God meant to set up. And there is somebody who thinks of you highly of you than even you think of yourself. No, so for me, that's the day things really change.
Wow.
Now, every day, of course, there's landmark things that happen in my life that I feel, hey, certain way. I feel niko poa, niko nini. But I can only tell when I get that feeling, that desire to do something, that's when I know, hey, God anataka kufanya kitu. Like I always feel that thing. So the best thing I've ever done, the best decision I ever made, Buddha, is 2005 when I got born again.
Lovely.
I've swayed away.
Yes.
Naenda sijui huko, but at least najua wapi center.
Center ni hapa.
So unajua unaweza zurura but unajua the true north.
Rudy, true north,
When vitu zinaenda south,
yes.
You know your true north.
Come back, yes.
Usikiza hiyo line, bro.
When vitu zinaenda south,
you know your
true north.
True north. Na hiyo true north ni Christ, bro. So
hiyo line tumeshika kabisa. Wacha tufunge na hii maze. What's the future for Juliani? What is in the works? Kuna ma-albums zinakaa vitu kama zile?
Yeah, God willing, I'm going to do planning to do 5 days concert.
Wow.
Each day I do one of my albums.
Yes.
So the last day I do a mashup of all. So we were supposed to do it in June, but we were figuring out our digital presence. Because
okay.
My music was scattered a lot.
Yeah.
So we were trying to consolidate everything.
Okay.
Taka bank.
5-day concert. It's coming.
Yeah, 5 day. Nitajichocha mbaya. Pia hiyo bado nataka waswa nirushie do. Like we are not going to look for sponsors. If somebody wants to give us money, sponsors, whatever, waturushie hizo do.
Rusheni.
Yes. But we are going to do the same concept of let the people make it happen.
Yeah.
People meaning companies pia.
Yeah.
Another thing we're trying to do by end of next year time kama sahi, for me hati yangu ni we need to employ 10,000 young people through Taka Bank.
Wow.
In Nairobi kwanza.
10,000.
10,000. So hiyo ni my number 2 whatever.
Go there.
Number 3 bro. Though in number 1.
Yes.
Okay, niko na 4. But hizo ni short term.
Okay.
But in the long run, Buddha, the only thing I just want to know is to yani ni chase to face ya God yani. That's the only thing I want, bro.
Love it.
Buddha ukichase hati ukiamka asubuhi na feel sijui aje, bro. So that's the only thing I desire in my heart yani, to worship God in every day, every second yani. Niko tu hati yangu na bubble na God.
Yeah.
So hiyo ndo my biggest. Hizi zingine zitakam ziishie.
Zitakam through.
Hizo zingine hizo si issue.
Yeah. Seek first. The rest will come.
Hizo because in him is everything, bro.
Kabisa. Mazee, Juliani in the house. My goodness, thanks the Lord. So many comments coming our way. Mazee, lakini time Joe kuna venye. I appreciate you, Juliani, and I must also appreciate something because since I interacted with you, it's been about 2013 till now. Ni kama miaka 7-8, but I love your humility. You come through. I mean, even calling you, telling you, hey, can we have a conversation on entrepreneurship? Haukuwa na zile za well, you're here, and you keep your word as well. I mean, you hang with the high, but bado hujatusahau. Bado kopia kule. The high ni wagani, ni wa marasta nini? The high ni wa wala si hatuwezi fikia. But thanks a lot.
Mimi nashukuru. I just had fun, man. Nashukuru Mungu yani for your opportunity. At least nimejibamba.
Kabisa.
I normally don't do this.
Nimegonga ndunya.
Na nimekunywa Kamelvin hapo.
Yes.
So nashukuru sana.
Wow, goodness Lord. There you have it. Juliani in the house, Artpreneurship. A lot of things to take out. I can't even just summarize it in a sentence. That you know what? There are many things. Just look within.
do your best out of it. And the many philosophies that he has given right here on the table, I call it philosophical. So thanks a lot for really watching. To all business people, anybody who's an artist there, I think from what he has spoken, absolutely, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Look on how you can innovate yourself and keep moving. I think the word is keep moving, keep moving. Juliani, thanks a lot, man, and we are looking forward to the 5D concert. I can't wait.
Tachafua, man, tachafua. Inaitwa The Kenyan in Me.
The Kenyan in Me. I love that. And you know, in this table, by the way, you celebrate Kenyan stuff. Yeah. So the Kenyan in Me tunakam. See you. Bye-bye. Keep working.